YouTube, it's Noah Mian and it for the Arc of Truth, and it's currently June 23rd, 2017, and it's 4:13 p.m. So just to before I get into some of the news, just to let you know, the 4th of July is just around the corner. So if I were you, buy as much fireworks as possible, because that's what I'm definitely going to do, so that I have that there is the loudest bang in my neighborhood up here in Washington State. Without further ado, we're going to talk about both the American Healthcare Act and a little bit of the Democratic Party as a result of the special election in Georgia that just happened on Tuesday. So, like I said in my previous video, Karen Handel managed to beat Jon Ossoff, who was the Democratic nominee in the 6th District. Since the Democrats have been losing 5 special elections in a row, people, especially in the Democratic minority part of Congress, are kind of thinking about trying to get Nancy Pelosi to come off of for her to step down and resign. Obviously, she said a while ago, like maybe a day ago, that she has no plans for that. So I think that's kind of shot down, at least for now. To be fair, though, I think it may be possible, considering with the overall lackluster results that the Democratic Party managed to get from the overall elections. This could definitely be a big sign that, Nancy Pelosi's numbers are basically numbered. And to be honest, it wouldn't be surprising to me if there would be a change of leadership. Although it is kind of funny to see that the Republican Party, my party, is especially calling for Nancy Pelosi to stay because, well, she's basically the face of the Democratic Party, and it's not very good face, to be honest. Now, pretend Nancy Pelosi decides to resign, and somehow there would be a different change of leadership in Congress. Would that change much in terms of the Democrats winning elections? No, I don't think so. And here's the reason why. The problem isn't really Nancy Pelosi. Okay, it's a part of it. But the main overall problem is the Democratic Party itself, its message. It doesn't have a clear, defining message. It used to have that when it was known as the Party of the Working Class, but now, ever since then, they've been trying to cash in on the celebrities, basically being the most well-financed political party in the country, and basically trying to get as much favor because, well, they're supposed to be the hipster kind of party. That is definitely not good for the Democrats. If they are willing to, if they want to get any new seats especially in Congress, and especially to keep a lot of them in 2018, the best way to do that is to have a clear message for the average American. This is not for Hollywood. This is for the neighbors next door to me. That should be the overall message. That way it doesn't make everyone feel left out. And yet, the Democratic Party, because of how it's acting, not just towards Trump, but especially towards the liberal media, Hollywood, and even a few of their Wall Street financiers, or even what was another good one? I just had this in my head. Well, basically the top of the elite. That's what I'm saying. That is right now the overall projection of the Democratic Party. That's the image. That's what it shifts from. So if they want to win seats, they have to move away from that. But I think that's going to be taken. I think that's easier said than done. Making a platform is easy, but to overall show how to project that platform is very hard. And Donald Trump in the 2016 presidential election managed to make that happen. He was the grassroots person. He didn't have any political experience whatsoever. He didn't serve in the military. He was a corporate businessman, a well-known corporate businessman. And I think that's what some of the Democratic Party hopes to maybe get from this change of leadership. Again, I don't expect too much would change, but I could be wrong. Now, onto the American Health Care Act. Considering what's been going on, there's been some arguments, especially I think among Republicans, over what it contains inside the bill itself. I think the most well-known of these critics would be Ted Cruz and Rand Paul. These guys are very important because, as we already know, the Republicans have a 51-seat majority in the Senate. If they lose just one of these guys, that's it. The American Health Care Bill is dead. Completely dead. So that's why I think it's going to be going up. There's going to be some discussion about it a little bit more before it's the vote for it on maybe this Thursday or next Thursday. I can't exactly remember which Thursday it was, but there have also been other calls, especially in media, that there might be some problems resulting from trying to get this bill passed in the Senate. To be honest, I think they may have a point. I think that I'm willing to bet that the American Health Care Act is going to pass. I'm kind of optimistic on that. However, I am not naive to say that there won't be any stiff opposition. I think there will be some stiff opposition amongst Republicans themselves, although, again, like I said before, they're going to work on that. But the major opposition would be from the Democrats. I think that the rule still applies that you need at least 60 senators to say yes to this bill before it can be sent to the president. Although, unless you manage to use the nuclear option. Although, I could be getting that wrong, but for right now, that's what I'm sticking up as my knowledge. But here's the thing. The Senate is the last major obstacle. It's the last major obstacle. If the American Health Care Act passes in this, it's going to the president. And we all know how he feels about this. He will sign it, and then it'll become law. Maybe the Democrats will push for like a Supreme Court hearing or something. But I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't feel like that. Again, just to recap, there will be some resistance on this bill in the Senate, but I think my prediction is that it will pass. That's all I have for today. I plan to maybe make 2 more videos, so just be sure to look on my channel and see the other videos. So, also, please be sure to just subscribe and comment on my YouTube videos. Alright, thanks.
Time has come today.